Yeah, LeBron, I'm not sure how much Oscar Robertson you got to watch over the years. I assume a decent amount, but just wondered that name, what he meant to you, kind of the style of play that that he brought into the NBA, and now you, as he's the latest that you passed on the assist list.
Sorry?
Just Oscar Robertson. Yeah, just what if you didn't know, you passed him on the all-time assist list tonight.
Oh.
So yeah. Yeah, sorry, that would have been random.
No,
I should
have not
led
been
with
on
that.
social media yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, I am a historian of the game, and I know quite a bit about the Big O. You know, from his times from high school to the University of Cincinnati to actually playing for Cincinnati Royals all the way to Milwaukee and so on and so on. What he meant to the game, what he still means to the game, is something that's just unparalleled. And obviously, you know, he will always have a connection with Russ, you know, what they was able to do for multiple seasons. But he was one of the first really premier big guards that, you know, could do pretty much everything on the floor. But his ability to get teammates involved, his ability to find his teammates, his ability to provide that sense of joy on the floor because of the past is something that I've always respected and gravitated towards guys like himself and Jay Kidd and Magic. It's anytime like I know I sound like a broken record, but it's the honest to God truth. Anytime I'm connected or anything with the greats, it's a true honor.
LeBron, staying on the history of the game, part of Bill Russell's kind of mythology was that he wouldn't just block a shot, he'd grab it and keep it in play. I'd say that to get to the jaw play he had on Avery Bradley, just your thoughts on it and the degree of difficulty to do something like that.
Well, I mean, obviously it starts with timing, and also just stalking your prey, and that's exactly what Ja was doing, that whole play, and I seen it happening. Didn't know he was going to do it in that fashion, but his he got rockets in his calf muscles, and it was a spectacular play. It was a great play. Salute.
LeBron, you're halfway through, obviously one game, above 500. Kind of given what you've had of this team and sort of the ups and downs, how do you grade what this team has accomplished so far, and what do you see from the first half that you can kind of take into the second?
Well, I think as of late, before tonight, we've played some really good basketball. We want to continue that trend over the next 42. Like I said, the best thing about our ball club right now is that we're getting healthy. We're logging minutes. We're getting some good chemistry. And obviously, we played a great team tonight. I feel like that's a really good coach team. They have a lot of good firepower on that team, and they've been playing well throughout the whole season. But, I feel like if we continue to do what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks, probably the last month, then we'll play much better in the second half than we did in the first half.
LeBron, Wayne told us that back in Vegas, you guys were talking kind of about this team, and you'd mentioned the 2020 Buccaneers as maybe that even that, and that team started 7-5. I would imagine you thought the slow start would come from chemistry and that type of stuff. Have you seen enough of the good stuff, I guess, through the first 41 to still feel like good about that type of projection, or is the slate just too blank?
Well, obviously, it's been a lot clearer of how we want to play the game of basketball over the last few weeks. As like I said, we've been getting our guys back and knowing how we want to execute, how we want to defend, and, how we want to attack. What's our attack methods, both offensively and defensively. Obviously tonight wasn't one of the better of the nights, but we've been playing some really good basketball. So I feel like I have enough in the sense of who we have now, but I don't have enough sense of who we still don't have. We still don't have our big gun, and that's AD. And excuse me, how that changes our dynamic. Obviously, it improves our team right away. But how it changes our dynamic, also K-Nunn when he comes in and fits in, so we will see how we come together, as fast as we can come together, once AD is back, because he's just such a big piece to our puzzle, and we can't ever look at okay, this is who we are until we get him.
LeBron, Russ has now had half a season in the system and alongside you. Where do you think he is in the sense of integrating with the group, learning to play with you? I think at one point this season, Frank described it as the biggest challenge that this team faced. Where do you think that is? And obviously, it's a guy you wanted here. So where are you guys?
I think he, it's half the season for our record, but it's not half the season for us on the floor. I haven't played in half of the games. I think every game we continue to learn each other. We continue to see ways we can both help each other when we don't have the ball. My impact in that sense, knowing, how much of a threat he is with the ball, I've been able to, kind of take away when he's on the floor, being more of a pick and pop guy or pick and roll guy, trusting him with the ball. And then when I have the ball, he does done a pretty good job of being either in a dunker at payoff spots or, on the perimeter. I think you just got to continue to trust his shot. I mean, obviously his shot hasn't failed for him as of late. But I think, you just got to continue to trust that. So, we love when he's playing at a high level. We love when he's playing at a high motor, pushing the tempo. Because when we're really good, we're getting fast break points, and it starts with Russ attack and early transition.